Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tekla, and today we'll be learning how to make a basic skirt. A basic skirt. So this skirt is for my beginners that don't know how to make a basic skirt. So the measurement that we'll be needing is your round waist measurement, and then your hip measurement, and your knee measurement, and then the full length of your skirt. So I'm going to assume that my round waist measurement is 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And then I'm going to assume that I'm working with hip 36. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Then for my knee, I'll still leave this for now. And then let's say I'm working with the full length of 20 inches. Okay, no, I'm working with the full length of 20 inches. Okay, let's work with 20. So I am going to go ahead now and draft this measurement. So to start, I am going to minus 1 inch for my band. You know that skirts normally have band. Sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and minus 1 inch for my band. And if I minus 1 inch for my band, I am now going to go ahead and take this vertical measurement. So assuming I am working for a size 8 measurement, I will measure my waist to hip, assuming you didn't take your client's waist to hip from the navel to the hip. I will measure my waist to hip at 8 inches. If I'm working with a size 10, I'll start from 9. And if I'm working with a size 12, I can even use 10. So for this tutorial, I am going to be using 9 for this measurement, and this is where I am going to measure my hip. So from my waist to my hip, I've minused 1 inch for band. So from the waist to my hip, this is where I'll be marking my hip measurement, which is 9 inches. And then I am going to mark my hip here. And then for my knee measurement, to get your knee measurement, you just add either 7 inches, depending on how tall the person is. If the person is petite, you add 7 inches from the hip. Or if the person is average height, you add 8. If the person is tall, you add 9 inches. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I am going to go ahead and use 8 inches for my knee. So what I will do now is that I will rule this out, and then I will label it so that you get to see what I am doing. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take this opportunity now and subscribe. Remember that this is a 30 days tutorial. It's a series, a playlist. Check out beginner tutorials on our playlist so that you can see other videos that are related to this. This is a 30 days tutorial of our free 30 days tutorial. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss out on this tutorial. So guys, let's move ahead. So this right here is my hip measurement, and this is my knee. Then I'm going to determine my full length. The full length that we are working with is 20 inches. So this is where I have my 20 inches. And remember that I minus 1 inch for my waistband. So I'm going to go ahead and rule this as well. So you can see what we have now. This is my full length, of course. I have my hip, I have my knee, I have my full length, and this place is automatically my waist. So for this place now, I am going to take my waist measurement. Remember that our round waist is 28 divided by 4, which is 7. So I'm going to mark out this 7 on my waist measurement. So this is where I have 7 inches. Then my hip measurement is 36 divided by 4, which is 9. So I'm going to mark my 9 inches here. And then because you are making a skirt, you are normally going to add allowance. So what I'm going to do now is that, assuming I am using the allowance measurement, now that I have 9 inches for my hip, if I decide to add allowance of 1.5, What I'm going to do is that I am going to come to this knee and measure exactly what I have on my hips. You can see what I have. What this means is that I'm not going to add extra allowance to this my knee line. And what I'm trying to make is a pencil skirt. So I'll first go ahead and then add allowance to my waist as well. I'll add allowance of 1.5. So I am going to go ahead now and curve this out so that you see what we have. So this is plus 1.5 inch allowance. Then from here, you can decide to, assuming you are not making a pencil skirt, you just go ahead and, since what I have here on my hip is about 10.5, I'll just come here and measure 10.5. If this is a stretch skirt, I'll just measure 10.5. But since this is a pencil skirt, I'll be doing some alteration. So what I will do is that I'll come to my knee and I will measure exactly what I have on my hip. My hip measurement is 9. I will measure it exactly on my hip. And if I measure it exactly from my hip, what I have is 9 inches. Then I'm going to come to the full length as well and measure 9 inches. So by this way, I am not going to add any extra allowance. I'm not going to add any extra allowance. This measurement now can work with your basic skirts, your mermaid skirts or your flace skirts, anyone. Assuming you are adding tail to your flace skirts, this measurement can work for it. So I'm just going to go ahead now and flesh this out so it looks nice. So you can see what I have. This is like how your pencil skirts can look. Then if you want this to be more pencil, you can as well go ahead and just come in here by 1/2 inch and then you curve it straight to the 1/2 inch. You can see what I have here. So by this way, it's going to be very pencil. But if you don't want it to be so pencil, all you need to do is just to curve it this way. If I don't want it to be so pencil, I can just decide to come in here by 1 inch and then I will connect down to it. So I'm just doing different things that you can do. You don't need to get confused. Different things that you can do if you are making a skirt. What I'll do is that I'll just take it straight down from the hip. Assuming I'm making a straight skirt, I'll take it down from the hip like so. If this is meant to be a straight skirt, but since I'm making a pencil skirt, I'm going to hold it from here. And you know that if your skirt is like this, it must have opening at the back. If you don't want it to have opening at the back, then you can just come out from this place by 1/2 inch. That means what you take out is not much. So guys, this is basically how you make your pencil skirt. There are no two ways about it. So if I'm sewing it, this same 1.5 inch that I have here, I'm still going to take it here as well. I'm still going to take out this 1.5 inch seal on my sewing allowance. And then I'll add a slit to the back. So I'll still get to that. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take out this time, hit the subscribe button and let's move. So I'll go ahead now and cut this out. Then we are also going to use this and draft the back. Remember that this is not hard to make. This is a pencil skirt now. It's not hard to make. So all you need to do is just join it by the side. Then take out the 1.5 inch allowance and you're good to go. So you can see what we have now. This is our waist, this is our hip, and then this is our knee, and this is our full length. And remember to add extra allowance if you are cutting yours. So I'll go ahead now and draft the back pattern. So to draft your back pattern, you are going to add the allowance that you want. Let's say I am using about 2 inches allowance, or let's say I'm using 1.5 inch as my zip allowance, I'm just going to go ahead and mark out that 1.5-inch zip allowance on the side. Remember that you can draft this on pattern paper before cutting on your skirt, or you can just cut it directly on your skirt. Whichever method you use, it will still come out nice. So I'll just go ahead and connect this. And I'll label this as my zipper allowance. So I'm now going to place this front part starting from this place. You can see what I did. You can see where I placed the front part. I didn't place it here. I gave this allowance for the zip. You can see what we have. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go ahead now and cut out what we have. Then stay tuned because there's a trick I want to give you at the end of this video. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead now and subscribe, like this video so that other tailors can get to it. At least it will be valuable for them. And if you don't like it, YouTube will not push it out for others to see. So guys, give this video a thumbs up now, like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't get to miss out other videos. So by this way now, I have my front pattern and the back pattern. And remember that if you are cutting this front pattern, you are going to cut it on fold. Mine is just one. You are going to fold your paper. Assuming this is your fabric, you are going to fold it like this and place the front pattern on it like so. And then take the full measurement. So now that I have the back, I am going to determine how open I want it to be. Assuming I don't want to fold it inside, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come in here at this place that I have zipper allowance and come in by 1.5 inches. Then I'll come here and measure what I have on my hips. This is my hips measurement. We use 9. Then I am going to curve this from this line. Assuming you are making a mermaid skirt, I'm assuming that this is the full length of your skirt. You are going to just go ahead and then from this hip, or you can just come down by 1 inch below the hip, you take a curve like this. Assuming you are adding tail to your skirt. Assuming this is an A-line skirt now, and you want to add tail to this part, you want to add tail here, you just take out, come in by 1.5 inch or 2 inches and cut it all out so that you have space to add your tail. So assuming that is the case, I'll just go ahead now and cut it out. But since we're not making a mermaid skirt, I'll just leave it like that. Then sometimes after sewing your band, you realize that the upper part of the band is pulping. So in order to make your band to relax well, you come to this front part and then you come down by 1/2 inch and you are going to draw a straight line to meet this place that you marked your waist measurement, not the allowance, where you marked your waist measurement. And then you are going to draw a line like this. Even men do this when they are sewing trousers so that the waistband can sit very well. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to go ahead and then cut this out. So you can see how it is looking now. This is what I am going to use and sew the skirt. And then assuming I am attaching this skirt to an upper part, what I'm going to do is that I'll come to the back, to this place that I have my zip allowance line. I'll come to the back and then I'll come down by 1 inch. And I'm going to go ahead and connect it to the allowance line as well. Just pay attention so you see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go ahead now and connect this like so. Then connect this thread. Remember that I didn't curve it to the zip. I made this thread at the zip. You can see what I did. I made this thread at the zip. Don't make the mistake of taking it down like this and then you now have shortage. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut this out. This is, you do this if you are attaching it to a dress. Like you're not making just a pencil skirt, you are adding it to an upper part, maybe your bustier or the up part of your dress. You just take out 1 inch so that it will fit very well. So guys, thank you for watching. You can see what we have. I hope you found value in this video, and subscribe to our channel. Remember that this is a 30 days tutorial class, and it is totally free, a free class, and you don't have to pay anything to have access to it. And it's a playlist. Check out beginner tutorials on our playlist, and then you get to see all the tutorials we have for 30 days. Don't forget that for 30 days straight, we are going to be posting videos by 8 a.m. every day. So by 8 a.m., I am expecting that you come here and check out what we have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.